everybody. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. There's a recess at school and right across the other side of my garage, and then some traffic that's not normally that loud. But anyhow, today's day number 50, I believe, of my recovery from TIF and Hiatal Hernia surgery. I had I'll give a quick update on my symptoms and diet and stuff like that. Not too much has changed there, I don't think. But I saw the, I had a an esophagram yesterday. That's the X-ray. You drink barium and swallow pills and drink what I can only compare to pop rocks that don't taste good. They're not horrible. I've had worse, but drink that and they see as the liquid goes down, they can see hernia, they could see all that other stuff and see if there's reflux and such. So fortunately or unfortunately, however you want to look at it, I guess I can try to be optimistic and say fortunately they didn't find any problems with my surgery. No evidence of reflux. And no hernia. They could see, of course, that I had a TIF or whatever, apparently. I'm trying to remember all the doctor's notes, although it wasn't very detailed. That's all he said, really. There was no problems. It's encouraging. Everything looks like did what it was supposed to do. No evidence of reflux. So that's the encouraging part, is that I guess I didn't rip or tear or do anything to warrant another surgery, for example. Like, oh God, I ripped and I have to redo it. So that's good, but I still have symptoms. So symptoms have improved since I last did a video, but again, I think I really tried to be mindful of what was I eating, what did I take, what did I do. And again, I did have some chocolate. I did have, although I forgot too that I have had a protein bar. I just had a protein bar which has chocolate in it, probably a little bit less of the equivalent of the Reese's peanut butter cups. It's a different chocolate. I mean, that's healthier protein bar versus Reese's peanut, and the mini ones, Reese's peanut butter cups, the miniature ones. They might, if you put them all together, might add up to a protein bar equivalent, but I don't think so. That's quite a few Reese's peanut butter cups that I had. So was it the Reese's peanut butter cups, as I mentioned before? Was it the Lifesavers gummies? What was it that caused me to have some flare-ups, and then specifically like heartburn feelings? My wife still thinks it was gas. Maybe it was. I don't know. It's like I can't differentiate. But it was, right at the nipple area, right under the breastbone, and it was like a squeezing, like and again, I'm still alive. I don't think I had any heart-related issues. I've had my heart checked numerous times in the past. But anyway, so was it the candy? Was it, again, chocolate specifically? I don't think so, because I had just had a protein bar, and so far I feel fine today. Was it the supplements? Like I said, I have a supplement. It's a probiotic, but I didn't realize one of them has a vitamin C in it. And, again, citrus, vitamin C. That doesn't make much sense to me, though, either, because I take a daily vitamin. It's a gummy. I chew it, but a daily vitamin that has vitamin C in it. I have Gatorade every day that has citric acid in it. What's causing the problem? I did stop taking that probiotic, and that seemed to help. Oh, I was also taking it's called a magic porridge. Any occupational therapists that especially know about pelvic floor issues will tell you it helps with bowel movement problems. It's a combination, if you're curious, it's a combination of oats, and I can't remember the specific type, but oats, prune juice, and applesauce. A cup of the oats, a cup of the applesauce, and 3/4 of a cup of the prune juice. I know it by heart. Mix that together. I add honey because I can't tolerate the taste otherwise. And you can, just have a tablespoonful, maybe 2 tablespoonsful, depending on your tolerance level. Probably could Google it, I would imagine, but I heard about it from an OT, and it helps regulate things down there. But, prune juice, applesauce, is that too acidic for me? Was that causing heartburn? Although I had that again yesterday, that wasn't a problem. Was it too much? I have no idea. The only thing that I can think of, I haven't had candy since. It was either the candy or is that probiotic. And unfortunately, I think it was that probiotic. And I don't know what else is in there other than it was just, again, adding the good bacteria to my stomach and was causing a problem. I don't know. And again, I'd like to take it because I still have irritable bowel syndrome. I'm still always bloated, and again, IBS can have nausea, so is that part of my problem? Again, even though my esophagram is normal, I still have symptoms. And although they're really under control of late, I still can't drink water. And I'm afraid, again, if I just drink water by itself, is that going to make my hypersalivation, my other term just escaped me, water brash, excessive water brash, hypersalivation, call it what you want. Is that going to increase the hypersalivation and then cause me to swallow it, then be nauseous? Vicious cycle. And again, like I mentioned before, I think water was the trigger. And I even tried not to drink it and shoot it like a shot, but it's just not how I drink things. So I've been drinking, again, flavored water. But again, I'm not sure what it was. I'm assuming it was that probiotic. So maybe I'm just going to hold off on it for a while. Maybe I look at it into a different type of a probiotic. Maybe it's some sort of another type of a medication I saw a commercial for. I can't remember the name. It started with an L, I believe. I have a picture of it, I believe, on my phone, but that is specifically for irritable bowel syndrome with constipation. So again, sorry, too much information maybe, but here's my record. And in case it helps, I hope it does help someone out there, what I've gone through. And because again, I think because I don't just have a hernia and I don't just have acid reflux or silent reflux and all these symptoms, I also have IBS and constipation, and I have for many years. So fix one problem, still have another, exacerbate another problem, because all this stuff essentially exacerbated my IBS and constipation, I think. So I have to just give it time. I'm not sure what else to do, but I'm going to look into, again, now I don't have a hernia. They fixed it. Do I still need to heal? Do I still have some leftover inflammation? They didn't say that. I just got to follow up with him because he didn't address inflammation still there. If they could even see that on this gastro x-ray, esophagram. I don't know. So I don't have that. Is it my gallbladder? I mentioned this in one of my first videos. I was hoping it was my gallbladder. I have gallbladder sludge, no stones. The makings of some stones is, I guess, what the sludge technically is, maybe, but my supervisor, my director, she mentioned she had sludge and she was horribly sick, and they took her gallbladder out and problem solved. Snap of a finger. They didn't tell me to take my gallbladder out, and they did the HITA scan for me, which is test the gallbladder, and everything was fine other than the sludge. They did the ultrasound. Nothing was a problem other than the sludge. So again, maybe no medical reason for surgery for the gallbladder removal. Now I don't know if I take out the gallbladder, is that going to make acid reflux worse? I don't know. I'd have to ask. And I'm going to do even, I thought I did a lot of research before. I'm going to do even more. Is gallbladder, if I take my gallbladder out, am I going to have a worsening of symptoms? I don't know how much worse it can get. But again, I'll be positive. Hopefully this, I'm on more of a road to recovery. I haven't had a ton of symptoms lately, but I haven't been drinking water. I haven't tried anything outside of the norm. I still have my regular diet: oatmeal, eggs, protein shakes, tuna fish, fruit, rice, macaroni and cheese, those types of things, which I'm getting sick of. I did try Chick-fil-A. Not that I'm an advocate for them. I don't get paid anything. I'm just mentioning what I ate. I had Chick-fil-A grilled chicken nuggets and salad. It had I think, avocado ranch dressing that my wife and I have been very much a fan of in the past. And I didn't get sick from it. I didn't get nauseous. I didn't have water brash. I didn't have acid reflux. I didn't have a problem. And I did not take any Rolaids or Pepcid or anything like that. Which, by the way, I did try Pepcid the other night because I just couldn't take it anymore. Heartburn was pretty bad, and it kind of helped. I'm not sure. Was it the Pepcid? Was it the Rolaids? And even one of the nights where I started to have a little bit of acid reflux, I didn't have anything different other than a protein shake. And I started to have a little bit, but I didn't want to take it because that was the night before the esophagram, and I wanted to try to be on an empty stomach, essentially, for medicine as well. So I didn't take the Pepcid, and I didn't necessarily need it. I was able to survive, and last night I went to sleep and didn't have a problem and didn't even notice. It's again when it's just part of your life and you just constantly think about it. It's like hard for me. I just some people would say breathe and meditate and try to think of something else and distract yourself. But when you're on fire, you have your chest squeezing or something, nausea or whatever it might be, it's just on your mind constantly. For me, it's just I can't get rid of it. I can't just meditate it away, and I can't just distract myself with something else when it's just constantly, and I can't do it. So again, diet really hasn't changed. I did try that Chick-fil-A. I did try the porridge again yesterday. I'll take it again here later. Protein shakes haven't changed. I haven't done anything different other than that probiotic and the candy. That's all I did, and had a couple pieces of candy. Again, yes, a protein shake. I think it's still milk chocolate. I haven't looked specifically, but it's chocolate. Chocolate, peanut butter, whatever. I think it's what it is, chocolate peanut butter. It's pretty good. I think it's a pure protein. Anyway, pretty good. And that's chocolate. Didn't bother me so far. So, and it's been at least a half hour since I've had it. So again, will I kick in later? I don't know. So, but it's like I mentioned the last time, it's frustrating. I still have symptoms, but something else. And not the hernia, not acid reflux, no evidence of acid reflux. Is the gallbladder. Also trying to do some research. I think I mentioned deviated septum. My wife had read, and I didn't read a ton of detail. She read more than I do. Phlegm and nasal clearing, and is that what's going? Because I drip and leak a lot because of my deviated septum. Does that get down in my throat, in my mouth, cause the sour taste, cause even the nausea because of that? Again, did I even need this surgery? Or was this related to my deviated septum? To me, that just seems like a stretch. But, what does that have to do with water brash? Why do I have excessive water brash? And everything you see online says water brash, acid reflux. Okay, what if it's not? I don't know. I'm not the expert, like I said the last time. So, I'm going to try to exhaust every avenue I can. And although I'm better, a little bit better than I was 3 days ago, again, I have to be so careful at what I put in my mouth, what I put in my body. Even a supplement. I mean, a probiotic's supposed to be good for you, but if it causes me heartburn, whew, and I've taken this for years. It's nothing new. My body knows what it is. Many years, at minimum, I say 3 years. I've been taking this. Same thing for forever, and it really, really, I cannot emphasize to you. It's a company called Plexus. I'm not an advocate. I'm not getting paid from them or anything like that. But I'd advocate for them just because, wow, this took my IBS and flipped it around to the point where it was gone. And in the years in the past, I was having such bad stomach IBS related issues. I was like, I cannot have salsa anymore. And, it was miserable back then. I didn't know how bad it could get. The hernia stuff. But I started taking this pill and magic again. Salsa, barbecues. I could have whatever I wanted to have. Amazing what this pill did. Amazing. Combination of the other one, regular, IBS really wasn't an issue. Wonderful. Probiotic, and another one was like a BioCleanse. There's all kinds of combinations and stuff like that, but it worked wonders for me. And now I can't take it. So yeah, every time I lay down for bed, most every night, mind you, not changing the diet, I am very, very flatulent. Gas like nobody's business, and horribly stinking gas too. To the point my wife wants to go sleep downstairs. She's not serious, but she kind of is. It's been a burden on her. Again, it doesn't happen unless I lay down. And things are tipped, so gravity doesn't help me. But again, I can't, right now, I can't take those pills. That seemingly helped me in the past. So yeah, again, I have to use a scale. I think I might have said this in the previous videos, a scale of 0 to 10, but maybe I should say a scale of 0 to 100. Where at its worst, my symptoms were like at a 95 or 100. But, today they're 5, very low. Very, very low. And sometimes it's 0, where I don't even notice. Wonderful. But when I eat, when am I going to feel symptoms after? If I swallow a pill that's supposed to be good for me, when am I going to notice symptoms after? If If I try to drink water, when am I going to notice symptoms after? Do I just need to give it more time? I probably will. I'm not going to have my gallbladder pulled out tomorrow. And I would assume they're not going to find anything either. I'd have to go to a different doctor and say, can you please take this out? Or please tell me that this is going to work. Because I don't want to make it worse. I'm not willing to do that. But I want some reassurances that I know they can't give me that, though. Yes, Frank, this will work. That's your problem. You've had this other procedure. You're not going to have reflux anymore. Your valve healed correctly. You had the TIF. Now let's get your gallbladder out. I mean, they hinted at that in the past, but they couldn't find any evidence that it was a problem. So I kind of wish they would have just taken it, and I would have had one less surgery to have. But I don't know that that's a problem. So again, is it something else? I have no idea. And I'm not the one to tell. I shouldn't have to. It's sad in this world. It's good that we can look up stuff on the internet, but it's sad that you can't just go to your doctor and trust that they're going to tell you the right thing and it's going to work. I know cut them some slack. They don't always know, and they're just going off of symptoms, and they're playing a guessing game, and they're going off the book. Well, oh, nausea, this, and this, and you start, doing these with your fingers, and like, oh, yep, hernia, and then fatty foods though, and then, oh, gallbladder, because it's all what's written in the textbook. But everybody's different. I have a twin brother, and my twin brother is 3 or 4 inches taller than me, and now probably weighs 60 to 80 pounds heavier than me after all my weight loss. He probably weighs well over 200 pounds now. He's a bodybuilder too, but he weighs well over 200 pounds, and I weigh 142 or something like that. 143, I can't remember. I have gained a pound or so back over the last week or so. Maybe I'm on that road to recovery, which for me, gaining weight is a major something that I need for my mental health. I just not happy with the way I look and feel in terms of my body. Lost so much of my muscle mass. I'm a skinny guy to begin with, but I had a bit of muscle mass on me. I'm not a bodybuilder like my brother, but I stayed fit and strong, and now I'm not in comparison. So, and again, I thought, I'll get it back in a couple weeks, and it's just not. I can't eat very much, and again, what I want. So, but again, I did have Chick-fil-A. I had a salad that had high fat. This avocado ranch dressing has like 30 some odd grams of fat in this thing. And it was good. I tasted it. It didn't taste bad. The nuggets were good. I had barbecue sauce, and it didn't cause acid. So maybe just needed to wait, and I just finally got over the hump. I don't know. Time will tell. But that's an update. What happened with the esophagram? No problems. Kind of was thinking that. Although I was hoping they'd see some sort of inflammation and say, Frank, you still have inflammation. Be patient. You're almost there. But he didn't say that, so I'll ask. And then continue to go down the road of how I fix my problem. But for those of you, hopefully, that are having the TIF and the Hiatal Hernia surgery, it just fixes you. And you're done at 7 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks. Hopefully it's not that long. And you're on your road to recovery, and you can just eat whatever you want and have symptoms. For me, not so lucky, unfortunately. So I'll just continue to be patient. Maybe I'll wait again. I think October 20th will be my 12-week post-op date. And, at that point, again, if I'm still not recovered and I still have symptoms and I still can't drink water, then, again, I'm going to continue to push for something else. I got to test something else. We'll see. So, hopefully that's helpful for you out there. Again, if you're sticking with me from 40 plus videos, I'm imagining now, thank you, and I hope it helps. I don't want anything. I don't need anything. I want to help in some way. If it helps you understand what I've went through and things to look for, and you have a large amount of video, me blabbing nonsense in some cases and venting. Thank you for those of you who are listening. Thanks for you that have commented, even if you haven't. If you've given me some well wishes in your mind, know that I do think about you. That I have never commented, and those that have yet to see this video in years into the future, I sympathize. I understand. I pray for you. I hope for you that you have a simpler, easier time, that you haven't been dealing with this for many years, and you can just get a fix. Because this has been so depressing and demoralizing and debilitating, and more so than I would have ever imagined. And I've only been dealing with it for maybe just over a year. So I hope you find this comforting in some ways, and know at least, even if it's not, and I don't have always good news, and I'm frustrated and angry and depressed sometimes, and venting and cussing in some cases, I hope that you can again find some benefit from these. So I'll post when I post the next. If not major drastic changes and I have an epiphany, then probably be in maybe a week or so. So that would be, I guess, the end of week 8 or week 7, something like that. So we'll see. Have a good one.